Lucky Lefty Podcast, Onora Boys in the building, brought to you by Onora Whiskey, OnoraWhiskey.com. It is that premium American whiskey, ladies and gents, OnoraWhiskey.com. And if you're going to drink, by all means, make sure you do so responsibly. Let's get it. Lucky Lefty Podcast, Lucky Lefty Network. Subscribe on YouTube. Make sure you hit the thumbs up. Respond to all questions. That's what we do. We respond to all questions and comments. Make sure you hit that like button for us. Share. Let everybody know. Lucky Lefty Podcast. Patreon.com/Lucky Lefty Network. Myself, Sean Davis, the original Lucky Lefty, MALIK ZAIRE. Hopefully he'll be along soon. It's been a long day. I was over at Irish Breakdown for the RTCF show early on. Now we're here to lock in. We're going to give you an abbreviated show. We'll be back with our full show. Breaking news tonight. Breaking news. What's good, everybody? Richard Head, what's good? Sly Fox, 10404, what's good? Sean Paulus, everybody that's tapping in. Appreciate you guys. Nate, give me a second. I don't think any of the 27 offers that surprised me. No. There were a bunch of offers for Pot of Gold that we'll get to where I can honestly say what the hell took so long. But we'll get to that. I'll tell you what I liked about the offers, the positions that I expect to be difference-making positions in this 27 class. There was a defensive line 26 offer that went out as well. And we're going to talk about some more of the recent visitors or the visitor list that's adding up. But before we get to that, always know we are the home of the misguided passion, and we are forever committed to making sure that we spin it different. So, breaking news. Notre Dame has hired their new director of player personnel. Now, you know, at first, James Blanchard was the all-encompassing hire. Best in the business. He chose to stay at Texas Tech. He chose family, comfortability, and everything over coming to Notre Dame. I told people to relax and let Marcus Freeman do his job, because what you don't want to do is rush and just grab someone that is not the right guy and not the right fit. And in James Blanchard not taking the job, Notre Dame ends up getting 2 for 1. The general manager is Mike Martin. And now your brand new director of player personnel is none other than Jordan Blake. He is the new director of player personnel. Blake has just been at Colorado, where he was the assistant director and high school relations. He was the assistant director of recruiting, and he was over high school relations. So he was primarily responsible for high school evaluation. Now, this is why this is very important, because now you have 2 hires where their strengths are player evaluation, one coming from the NFL with NFL eyes, and one coming from the high school / college ranks, as he's worked himself up through the ranks, landed at Colorado. He was the assistant director with high school relations at Colorado, and now he is the new hire for Notre Dame. He was on the Colorado staff. He's also been at SMU and TCU over the previous 4 years. He was at Baylor 2015 to 2017. He played at Baylor from 2015 to 2017 in the secondary, and then his final season was at SMU in 2018 as a player. So I love it, man. I love it. I love a guy that's played the game, who's also respected in the business as one of the top evaluators. All right. Just some tidbits. His father was former Oklahoma head coach John Blake. And John Blake has deep NFL connections, deep connections throughout college football still to this day. I believe John Blake, if I'm not mistaken, was he at North Carolina as an assistant coach? He was, man, a highly respected recruiter and assistant coach before taking the head coaching job at Oklahoma. He didn't do so well as the head coach, but from what I've heard, I talked to several sources within the last hour, and he is a great hire. He has been characterized, direct quote, out of all the guys that Marcus went after, Jourdan Blake is the best fit and the most talented that fits Notre Dame. He is the best fit and the most talented out of all the guys that Marcus Freeman went after in this process. He is a great, this was the direct quote, he is a great evaluator of talent. Highly organized, and once again, the best fit for Notre Dame. And I love it because he comes in and he has the cushion of having Mike Martin that he can talk to and lean on. And then he has everyone beneath him that has been there with Chad Bowden. A couple of people have gone on, but pretty much the people that set up the official visits, the bulk of the administration is still intact. Carter Allman has been elevated, and so he'll gain more responsibility. And so I think Marcus Freeman has learned. We talked about it on RTCF a little bit earlier today. Chad Bowden was asked to do a lot. He was asked to do a lot, and maybe primarily that's one of the reasons why he chose to go to USC. Because in doing that, some lines got crossed, and then some coaches didn't like certain things. No need to go down that, bring that back up again. We talked about it on the previous show. But I think it's a really good hire. I really do. I love hearing that his background and his strength is player evaluation. And this has been over a week. Over a week. It's been announced today, but for over a week, this has pretty much been leaning this way. Being the people in the business knew that things were leaning this way, with Marcus Freeman choosing Jourdan Blake to be his next director of player personnel at Notre Dame. So I don't know if you want to say he stole him from Deion Sanders in Colorado, but it's a great hire. It's a great hire. I'd be very interested in seeing if he was one of the guys that was able to flip a couple of players from Notre Dame in the previous two classes in 24 and 23. Colorado was able to flip some people. I'd be very interested in the role that he might have played, Jourdan Blake, in those flips. But I like it. I like it. You could have hired James Blanchard to be doing everything, and quite possibly would you run into the same issue that you ran in with Chad Bowden, having one person doing a lot. And now you can really compartmentalize everything that needs to be done and kind of customize it to the strengths of everyone. What Carter Allman does well, give him that. What Mike Martin does well, let him handle those things. And now what Jourdan Blake handles well, let him deal with that. So it's pretty exciting to have him. Some tidbits I did not know. Now, this is something that I just found out recently. Mike Martin, a new general manager at Notre Dame, his brother is former Northwestern and NFL defensive back Chris Martin, who is also an analyst on the Big Ten Network. Now, I might have been late on that, but I was like, I just found that out. Chris Martin is also an agent. He's just gotten to the agent game. He's on the player side. He has not ventured into the coaching side of being an agent. So it's going to be very important. I would definitely expect to see Chris Martin around Notre Dame, scouting out players, looking at players. I definitely expect to see him at the pro day. But I thought that was a very interesting tidbit that Mike Martin and Chris Martin are brothers. And Chris Martin, great Northwestern defensive back, was there when Northwestern had their resurgence and started to win Big Ten championships. He was a big part of that defense along with Pat Fitzgerald at Northwestern. That's Mike Martin's brother. Thought it was an interesting tidbit just to drop right here. Oh, Richard Head, thank you, man. I appreciate that. For everyone, I have a thread going over at the board at irishbreakdown.com right now. I still have more to put up because I'm literally talking right now to 27 players that are just getting out of practice and responding and communicating with me. I have a thread of all the offers and all of the communication from the guys talking about their offers, who they've been talking to on the coaching staff. So it's going to be absolutely amazing. I can't wait for Left to jump in because a couple of 27 offers went out to some Arizona kids today. And I know he might have the scoop. I know there's a big time running back out of Arizona that Notre Dame offered, a big time offensive lineman out of Arizona that they offered as well. So once we get Left in the game, we'll hear from him on that. But thank you, Richard Head. We appreciate you. Everybody, you can go over the boards, irishbreakdown.com right now. And I give, they answer 3 questions. They all get 3 questions. They answer those questions with quotes. Then I give you the offers. And then after the offers, I give you the link to their film. And we're going to watch a couple of guys that I really like. We're going to watch Jazeel Hart, who's actually a 26 offer. I cannot wait to let Left watch his film. He is the one most get. I love his film. He's one of my top 5 films of all the 26 kids. All right. Left, welcome to the show. Are you on mute? Yeah, you're on mute, Left.
I said getting out of school, school days. There ain't no spring break no more.
For sure. Hey, by the way, we started late tonight because your boy, first of all, it's pot of gold. So I've been talking to kids all day. Number 1, put stuff up on the board. And number 2, time crunch. And I'm glad I made the decision because my baby girl was the first act of the night. She was the first battle, and she's still in it. She was stolen by Adam Levine, so she's Team Levine now.
Okay, that's where you wanted to go. That's where you wanted to go.
I wanted her to be Team Levine from the jump.
That's where you wanted to go. Okay.
Yeah, I wanted her to be Team Adam from the jump. So I'm feeling good, bro. I'm feeling good. But her and Bryson had an incredible duet tonight. Incredible duet.
Yeah. What's the song they had? It was
Money Long. Nobody. Nobody. Yeah. You already know. That's a classic. Like when Money Long dropped that, everybody was loving that. But it was an incredible performance, bro.
Yeah.
It was incredible. So thank you for everybody who continues to support, send the love. We appreciate you guys. Lucky Lefty podcast. So Left, pot of gold, Notre Dame. Hey, I will let me shout out to Ohio State. Because I love trolling. Left is one of the biggest trolls in the world. You know what I'm saying? So Notre Dame dominates March 17th in recruiting. Everybody knows it. Most schools don't even, they like let Notre Dame have their day. It's St. Patrick's Day, pot of gold. Notre Dame dominates.
You got it. Hold your release date. Hold your release and compete.
I can't even be mad at Ohio State releasing with the hashtag pot of gold and pictures of wide receivers running free. I was like, you know what? Well played. I can't even be mad at them. I can't even be mad at them. I can't, Left. I couldn't even be mad. I was like, you know what?
They won by 11 points.
Hey, I'm just saying. It was well played. Everybody else could be mad about it. I'm not mad about it. I just laughed. So I want to get your I need you to reach out to our boy, Quincy, because I know Quincy probably knows the new director of player personnel that was hired off the Colorado staff. Jourdan Blake, the son of former Oklahoma football head coach, the late great John Blake. His son, Jourdan Blake, was just hired by Marcus Freeman this afternoon. It's been in the works probably for a week. People in the industry knew it was coming. And he's known as a great evaluator. I talked to several people. They said that he's the best fit that Notre Dame could have gotten throughout this entire process from everyone they've spoken to. And then he's highly organized. And once again, the highlight, he is a great evaluator. That was emphasized. He's a great evaluator. His role at Colorado was assistant recruiting director, and he was high school assistant recruiting director and high school relations. That's what he was over Colorado for the last 2 seasons. Now he is the director of player personnel for the University of Notre Dame. Any thoughts, Left?
Just building strong connections. I think whenever Marcus Freeman can get guys that he wants to hire that's close to his type of personality or the lineage of where his coaching background comes from, whatever, it's just good to see the familiarity. Nick Saban knew everybody he hired in that office.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't have a bunch of people he didn't put hands on before they came into that Tuscaloosa office. So the more guys Marcus Freeman can get that he knows that are certified and merit qualified, it's cool, man. I think just it all comes down to winning when you talk about getting 1% better. Because as a program, we're already top 5. So these little hires here and there and these little changes and these additions and subtractions, they're all 1% getting better. Because how much better can you get coming off of a national championship season? And the way we got there, that you can't repeat that process. We're not going to be in another championship game that undermanned at the quarterback position. I just don't see it happening. Hell, do I see our defense being 17 points or nothing or less for 16 games, 17 games? That's a rarity. I'm not saying it can't be good, but that's all-time good. So those two things I don't think will happen at the same time for us. But I think that where we can get better is if we're just somewhere in between. I don't think the defense is going to be top 5 next year. Not saying they won't be good. But I think Al Golden's influence and the respect for Al Golden, I can say enough to be like, we won't be the same. And that'll take a little bit of a hit, a little bit of getting used to, which is fine because the offense, see what I'm saying? It's like the offense is supposed to take that next step. And then that's when you get the balance. Right now it was like this for defense. Now defense is taking some. Now the offense got to even them scales up. That's all we asking. What happens when you put too much paprika or cayenne pepper in your dish? You got to add a little balancing. Throw an egg in there. Throw some flour in there. You got to balance it out. When your soup too watery, what do? Add some broth. Add some, Come on now. If your cake too flat, what you supposed to do? Come on. It can still be a good cake. If you ain't using 3 cheeses in your mac and cheese, come on.
At minimum 3. At minimum 3.
Now, personally,
by the way, shout out to Potbelly and their new chili mac. It's bussin'. As the young folks say, it's bussin'.
So that's the other thing. It's like, man, I've been a fan, I'm not gonna lie, of stovetop mac and cheese lately. Lately, stovetop's been getting it done. I'm not gonna lie. That's when you got kids and you just need to make something. But man, I think that this year is going to be different, and it should be. However, it's the right different it's going to take to balance the team out so we can get to a championship. Because I think Ohio State was very well balanced from the sense that, you know, both sides can win you the game. I just didn't believe both sides could win us the game. I believe one side could win us the game. But this game's about scoring points. That's just the oxymoron about it. Does defense win championships? I don't know. It's about scoring points. That's how you win the game. So theoretically, if you're not strong in scoring a bunch of points, then how could you ever win a championship? See what I'm saying? See how I put the two and two together? Because we literally proved having an all-time defense still can put you in a position in a championship game where you feel like we lost it in the first quarter. Because it's about scoring points. That's the theme of next year. We need the point scorers. Who are the doers on the team? The doers do. Who are the doers on the team? Because we're going to need some points and some people to do that. We shutting down people. Hey, we've seen how far it can really go. All it ever did for us was give us extreme chances to win. If teams can't score over 17, it's over for you. But that doesn't give you the ultimate way to win. The ultimate way to win is be able to score as much as you want, whenever you want, however you can. And that's where Ohio State had the difference. They had a guy on their offense that can literally score whenever he wanted. Our best player touched the ball 4 times. In the most critical game of the season, he touched it 4 times. So that's why the running game is not going to be the deciding factor for you to win a championship. That's not even, for running the ball to be our style, we didn't even run it with our best player when it mattered most. So that's why I don't believe the run game can get us to the championship. Can win us the championship. Having the best defense can't win you the championship. You got to have that third piece. You got to have some points, some doers. Some doers that do. The do squad. I'm telling you, because when you get if we're talking about Ohio State, get a Trey Henderson who would just score something, you'd be like, he just did that. You scored a touchdown before half, 80-something yards. That's a doer. You got Jeremiah Smith go 7 for 8, 180 and 4 touchdowns. That's a doer. What was doing against Georgia for our offense? Not 90 yards passing. We had a doer as in a special teams play, a defensive turnover, a field position. We was winning as a team, but we didn't have no straight doer that was just giving Georgia all types of fits. We beat Georgia strategically. We beat them in the philosophical game. We was playing mind game. We was doing everything but just outright whooping Georgia. Arizona State was outright, for a time being, whooping Texas. Scatterbo was just straight up whooping Texas himself. He threw a touchdown, ran a couple touchdowns, had like 200. Like the man was doing. Who's doing like that for our offense? That's the question going into next year. We know Jeremiah Love can do it. We know Jaden Grayhouse can do it. But we need somebody that's putting fear in other teams' hearts. Because that's what wins championships. Jeremiah Smith puts fear in the defending team. No matter who it was. Who are we putting? Who are teams worried about offensively? Seriously. They know Jeremiah Love's really good, but they're like, he touched the ball 7 to 11 times a game. There's 60, 70 plays in the game. Are you really afraid of 11 attempts, 11 touches? Is that going to break you as a team? No, not really. So what is the offensive player, unless we give J Love the ball 20 to 21 times a game? That's how you know you got the best player. You get a third, Kyron Williams type of plays. Kyron Williams was a third of the offense. It was Michael Mayer, 1/3. Kyron was a third. And Jack Cohn. I mean, hey, that Jack Cohn, that offensive line, they got better. But what's the divisions in our offense going forward? That's what we have to answer. I say it every year. Who is our X factor? Jeremiah Love is great, but it takes super teams to win it all. We've seen that with Bron and well, no, we've seen it with Kobe because Kobe did it first. Matter of fact, yeah, so we need somebody more than just J Love, which is great because I believe offensively we got the people. We got a lot of undiscovered talent and playmakers that are just untapped potential. I think we have a 1,000-yard receiver in that room. I don't know who it is, but I know that there's enough talent to get it out of somebody. And we have pass guys that can throw the football that can put us in a good position. This is the refreshing thing.
I'm glad you said that, Left. In the midst of this quarterback conversation and competition, I'm glad you said that because somebody asked me on the board today, or somebody made the comment on the board today. They were lamenting the inability of Notre Dame to develop wide receivers and to play young wide receivers early. And, I try to inform people, not teach, you know what I'm saying, but just inform and give information that if you go look at the schools that have a history of developing wide receivers, it's pretty safe to say they're going to have a pretty good history of developing quarterbacks as well. It's very rare that it's lopsided where you have a school that puts out a lot of wide receivers and they don't put out any quarterbacks or they don't develop any quarterbacks. Maybe it's a few out there, but I doubt it. I doubt it. So Notre Dame has had a quarterback problem. Therefore, they're going to have a wide receiver problem, especially in development and production. You have to have one in order to have the other. You have people who are like, well, man, Michael Floyd. Michael Floyd had Jimmy Clausen. Michael Floyd had a dude. He had a dude. Jeff Samardzija.
It's a commitment. It was
had a
commitment.
dude.
It's a commitment.
Well, that as well. But you have to commit to the time.
We committed to Tyler Eifert in 2013. No, 2013, we committed to TJ Jones.
Shout out to TJ, one of the most underrated, in my opinion, Notre Dame wide receivers. Oh, yeah. TJ was clutch. TJ had some clutch moments. He wasn't super athletic, small stature, but TJ was solid. TJ is what Jordan Faison should want to be. We got to get TJ on the podcast, bro. We got to get TJ on the podcast.
TJ's a good dude.
TJ, one of my favorites. He's one of my favorites. He's
Absolutely.
absolutely one of my favorite
Whole
Notre Dame
family
wide
is
receivers.
athletes, by the way. Whole family bunch of athletes.
They are. Yeah.
Yeah. 2014, it was about Ed. Yeah, 2014 was about Ed. 2015 was about Will. 2016 was about that was a tough year. That was about Deshaun. That year was about Deshaun. 17, it was the Brandon and Josh. What was Josh Adam trucking? The 33 trucking. That was Brandon's first year. That was 17, right? And we ran Josh Adams to the ground. 2015, you could say was CJ's year too. CJ and Will. CJ had like 1,000 yards a year too. Yeah, we ran CJ in the ground. We ran him into the third round.
Took him for wide receiver and just
ran him into the ground.
Use him up.
Used him up. When we didn't have to.
Take all his NFL snaps.
Oh my gosh.
Use him up.
All his, we used him up. When we didn't have to. That's why I wish we had a Dina McCullough or a one-sider at that time. Because we had Dex, Josh, Tarian,
Facts.
Nick, and you using one guy at a time. Like
Facts.
Come on. We could have been really, really nice if we whatever. That's a whole nother thing. And then 2018 is all about Ian. Yeah, 2018-19 is about Ian. And then the Kyron years and the Michael. Yeah, so we tapered off of having dominant X factors that were just like you would think it was them or nothing. We've tapered off of that. But we still need to have a formula for that. You still need your best three. Ohio State had a really good three.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in Becca, you had I ever say Beckham Baca. You had Jeremiah Smith, and you had the running back. That's a good three. Our three was what? Riley, J Love, and who? Who would you say was the third man to Notre Dame's offense last year? Like, honestly, who was the third guy? Like, okay, if it wasn't them two, it was this guy doing it. We didn't have one. That was
so you're saying you need a big three, just like in basketball, huh?
That's why I said earlier, you need a big three. Because honestly, we didn't have a third.
Maybe we should call LeBron and let him GM because he knows how to put together big threes. He knows he can't live without one. He definitely can't win without one. So
seriously, think about it. Ohio State had a big three.
Yes.
We didn't have a big three. In that championship game, we didn't give the ball to J Love that much, so we looked like everything was extremely hard. And it was just all on Riley. We didn't have no third option as like the doer. We need three doers on the off. That's the new standard. Three doers.
T-shirt. That's the new T-shirt. Doers.
We need the three doers.
That's doers.
The three doers. Last year we had two and it wasn't enough. LSU, they had four, but really three. You had Justin Jefferson, Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and then Edwards Hilaire, who was nice, but he wasn't. He was a doer, but he wasn't a doer. You know, Deshaun had him, the big time receiver, Higgins, and he had that really good running back. Who was the running back? He had three. I mean, I'm just saying that's usually how it goes. Remember Troy Smith, Ted Ginn, Beanie Wells, or who was that third? Yeah, Beanie Wells. The big three. LSU had a big three, won a Heisman and 2 first-round receivers. And a first-round tackle. That's first round this year. But hell, the threes matter, man. Threes matter. Travis Etienne, Trevor Lawrence, and who was that good receiver they had? One of them dudes. We didn't. I can't count Aeneas as a third because he didn't touch the rock enough. He had moments. I will say Aeneas had moments, but who was our third? Offensively. Defensively, we had three. Had about 3-4. We was blessed. You can identify him. Yeah, Xavier. Yeah, Leonard Moore. Don Shula, you can throw in there. You can throw in there any of the linebackers. I mean, we got, you can name them. Offensively, you got Riley J. Love with role players. And I don't think they're role players. That's the thing. I don't think they're role players. They had role playing in them. We got a star in that receiver room. Nobody really talking about it. The quarterback's got to make it happen, but we got a star in that receiver room. I don't know which one it is, but that's the beautiful thing about this year. Somebody gonna pop out because I know we're gonna be throwing that football. If Denbrock does it right and is not afraid or trying to slow cook him out there, we should have around 25, 30 attempts if we're serious about college football winning. Shoot, I'd say 28 to 32 attempts if we really, trying to make a difference. You know what I mean? Like, if we really want to make a difference offensively, we got to put that ball in the air, man. We got to. That's the only way it's going to change recruiting. It's the only way it's going to change to see if we got development in a process that's broken. We have a broken process in displaying our talent in the receiver room. It's a broken process. Something in the chain of command is not right because it just doesn't make sense to go this long and you not have a top receiver. I don't even want to hear about scheme and focus and all that because at the end of the day, it's 2025 and there's too many offenses out here at boo-boo programs that are putting up crazy numbers. Somebody put up 80 points last year and was 4-8 on the season. Like, scoring points it shouldn't be that hard. And I'm tired of watching Tulane on a random Thursday night. Each receiver got 100 yards and everything just looking easy. Or I turn on Memphis and watch every receiver catch the football 6 times. And
this is something else. You remember all the blame Marcus Freeman used to get for the offense?
Yeah.
Remember that? And this goes to Justin Kane. We thank you for tapping in tonight. Thank you for even putting this comment or question in. Will Coach Marcus Freeman go away from trestle ball to sling the ball? Give me the components that Marcus Freeman has had to be able to sling the ball in his first 3 seasons. Give me the quarterback with the wide receivers that he had to go ahead and sling the ball.
Jack Cohn? Is after Jack Cohn?
Yeah, this is after Jack Cohn. He had Tyler Buckner, who got hurt, and Drew Pine. Then he had Sam Hartman, who I don't know what the heck happened, and he didn't have the best offensive coordinator that couldn't figure out how to answer anything and couldn't make the necessary adjustments.
We had mismatches. We had 2 mismatches. A running offensive coordinator with a throwing quarterback.
I'm just saying, whether in the chat or you left, please tell me where Marcus Freeman was supposed to totally trust what he had to open it up. This is the first time. I'm gonna be honest.
It's the first time. Yeah,
Marcus Freeman was, first of all, Marcus Freeman was doing everything he had to do to survive at Notre Dame and save his job. Let's keep it a buck, Left. Let's keep it a buck. Let's be honest. First 2 years, he was just trying to survive. Survival of the fittest, baby. Like Mob said.
It was too much going on. It wasn't in his favor.
So no, he wasn't about to open it up. He was trying to keep everything as controlled as he could to win football games. Absolutely.
That
Now
could have
do I
run
think
rails fast.
now is the time where it's like, okay,
All right, we
if
got
you get a few extra turnovers, you don't like it, but that's why you build a defense. That's why you build a national championship defense. You get a couple of turnovers, they give it right back to you,
And
or
damn
you
it, we
hold
don't
into a
need a
field
number
goal.
one. You know what I'm saying? We don't need a number one. We need
Yeah.
a good one. We don't need a number one.
Yeah.
But we need a really good offense. If you got a really good offense, defenses don't matter. You know what they say: the best ball beats the best defense.
Yeah.
We got quarterbacks that can throw them out there, and
Mhm.
that's the goal. You know what I'm saying? So I do think that because, like you, I think that was a perfect point. There was no time like right now where Marcus Freeman can be like, all right, y'all light it up. Go ahead, light it up. We'll take a turnover.
You know what I'm saying? They have Marcus Freeman is in his office right now with the staff he has after he just filled that recruiting room playing Lil Kim. I got no time for fake. Just sips of Cristal with my real. You know what I'm saying? Chad is out of here. All the
you got his
time
boys.
for fake. Yeah,
we got some hard working.
He has his crew now. He has his roster. He has his coaches. He has his recruiting staff. It's all him now. Now he should feel comfortable enough to open up.
Yeah, because I know what's going to happen. I know what to
open it up. I agree with you, Justin. I'm glad you put that out there. Yes, after this season, if we're still throwing the ball 20 times with 120 yards,
that's not acceptable.
Now,
not acceptable.
Now, Josh Buffo, you're right. It's year 2 of Denbrock too. It's like, come on, man, come on.
Them double safety blitzes got to look better.
Well, that's a Chris Ash. That's a Chris Ash thing. That's a Chris Ash thing.
I know, but I'm just in general. What we saw in year 1, we need to see different. Year 2.
Yeah. Hossy03, thank you for the GTB. If you have a GTB or super chat, please put it in. We appreciate the support.
Chris Ash get a couple of excuses. You know, he ain't on the spotlight. You know,
was really hoping that Trey Taylor was going to grab an offer today. Hossy03, I don't know what Notre Dame's doing at quarterback, bro. They got 4 quarterbacks coming to campus over the next week. None of them have been offered. I guess they just feel like, dude, we're good. We don't need to rush the quarterback. We want to see him play. We want to evaluate him over the summer.
Don't know about.
Yeah, like they gonna mess around. Trey Taylor's not playing. I can just tell you right now, Trey Taylor's not playing. Trey Taylor's ready to pull the trigger. He's ready to pull the trigger. He's not playing. They better say something right when he shows up this Friday. I can tell you that. They can try to slow play him if they want to. I'm telling you where he's at.
They don't know what they got.
I'm telling you where he's at in his recruitment.
Know where they got. They don't know what they. But it's their fault. And I was foretelling this seasons ago. I was foretelling this before Sam Hartman got there. Okay, you keep hiring these guns. Now you're gonna get a room down the line where you don't know who to turn to. Everybody looking at each other like,
man,
because this is the only time, a sweet spot where you can put that order just how you like it to propel it for the future. You cannot mess up how you're going to order the first, second, and third quarterback with this group. Can't do it. Cannot do it, Marcus Freeman. This is not the time to not know who you want to have as your quarterback. That's how you're going to start the season after the championship game? Were you, because any team that struggles to know their next quarterback and is playing quarterback roulette is a bad football team. Do you think Texas is fumbling about who they got as quarterback next year? Seriously, is Texas worried about who they got going at quarterback next year? They knew who they starting quarterback was before the season was over. Is Tennessee worried about who they – see, I'm naming teams that's going to be in the playoffs. Is Tennessee worried about who they starting quarterback is next year? Is Florida worried? Is Texas A&M worried? They might be a little worried.
Oh, no. Marcel Reed is probably the guy at Texas A&M.
See, but you see how
I can tell you
we
who it
don't
won't
cover
be.
no
It
Texas A&M.
won't be Connor Wegman. I can tell you that.
We don't cover no Texas A&M football, no Tennessee football, no none of that. And we know off the first snap who their quarterback is going to be. But that's spelling for a good season for next year. That's like an ingredient. How you going to make potato soup without the potato? See, that's what Marcus Freeman is doing right now. We making this delicious potato soup and don't know what potato to throw in there.
Boy, you a fool.
We just giving the credit. We just giving the credit because we make good food. But this menu is potato soup. We don't know. We don't know if we're gonna do red. We don't know if we're gonna do the scallop. We don't know if we're gonna do the mad. We don't know what we're gonna do. And that's as big as a problem as not having no soup at all. So that's what I'm concerned about, is because you can really mess this up, Marcus Freeman. All this momentum can go down to all 4 years. What they say is easy to destroy a good reputation in seconds. Do you know how fast and how easy it is for a fan base or program to go down the toilet and to totally turn on you if you have a quarterback problem? It's easy. It's easy because as the head coach, that's what you get paid for. That extension, the fine print says you better make a decision on the quarterback because that's tying you to the rest of your career. We're gonna go into this game. I mean, because it's too important of a position. And you talking about 3 guys are vying for the spot. That's just not good news if I'm outside looking in. I'm like, oh, okay, they're gonna lose some games this year. Because you don't know. And so much is dependent on the quarterback being good that it's like, man, we have to not just choose, but commit to a guy. I think this competition is for the next 2 years, maybe 3 if he balling. Like, I don't expect us to talk about a quarterback decision next year. I think whoever gets it this year is going to be next year and maybe the year after. That's why I think it's so important for Marcus Freeman to not miss. Because what you going to miss on this and then go get you a guy next year? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You might not make it. Think about that. We go and we experiment, or whoever in the room, and we get it wrong and jump in the portal the year after, cancel Christmas. Just throw the program away. It's over with. It's over with. It's over with. It's over with. There's no coming back from that. See, Brian Kelly was smart. He was like, look, I'm going to just rock out in. He stole 3 extra years because of that. 3 extra years. Just off of starting the same guy. Saved his whole, think about it, saved his whole career at Notre Dame and made him the winningest coach of all time with the winningest quarterback. I'm just saying. Some things are universal. It's about universal law. Some things are just universal. And that's having a quarterback tied to your head coach. It's just universal football law. It's the most, what they say, in order for a man to have a successful life, he has to choose his partner right. But they say, Sean, you got to choose your partner right if a man wants to have a successful life. Marcus Freeman got to choose his partner right. Not buy your partner. Can't buy your partner. You got to choose the right one. And choosing the wrong one will get you fired. It's college football for you. Choose the wrong one, you're getting fired. Choose the right one, and they may call you the next godfather of Notre Dame. Look at Dabo. Dabo is literally considered a Hall of Fame coach off of 3 quarterbacks. Now, that's 12 years within them about 10, 11 years in them 3 quarterbacks, but he made a career off of it. He got to the Hall of Fame because of 3 good quarterbacks. 3. Dabo's only lasting right now off of them 10 years. Trevor Lawrence, Deshaun Watson, and our guy Taj Boyd. The 3 quarterbacks that made Dabo a legend. 3. A legend where he's top 5 college football coaches right now? Because he's still living off of that 3 quarterback legacy. If Dabo didn't have those 3 quarterbacks, he would be no different than James Franklin. James Franklin, married to some middle of the road.
I'm glad. Wait. Listen to what you just said. Look at the wide receivers connected to those Clemson quarterbacks you just talked about. Remember, I just talked about the bounce back effect. If you have quarterbacks, you usually have receivers.
DeAndre Hopkins, T. Higgins, Ball.
Name the big time Clemson wide receivers since those quarterbacks stopped. Name them, Left. Who has Clemson developed their wide receiver since the quarterback stopped? Wait a minute. Wait. Do you respect Drew Allen as quarterback?
His receivers don't.
Because he doesn't have any receivers. You know why? Because they go hand in hand, Left. They go hand in hand.
Yeah, go to Ohio State.
Yeah. Ohio State always has receivers, but Ohio State is always
had a quarterback.
They went to the portal, but guess what? They got a youngster ready now. They played last year knowing, we got to do next year.
Next year. So what we're saying is that if your team don't have top receiver talent, it's most likely because you don't have a quarterback that can bring it out of them, which means that you're going to be hurting in that department for a long time. As good as we were, we didn't have receivers jumping in the portal trying to run to Notre Dame. What do you mean? I didn't see nobody be like, oh my God, I got
to
get him on the phone. They literally said, yo, I love being here and all that, but I got to see this under a different person.
Yeah.
I've never heard that before.
Yeah.
So does that sound sexy to a receiver? Absolutely not.
Don't think so. Mark Crandall, interesting statement here. In my opinion, they want to see the 27 quarterbacks in person to assess everything. If they like what they hear and see, they will get offers. The only problem with that, Mark, is that all of the quarterbacks were at the Irish Invasion last summer. It's not an evaluation thing. They left the Irish Invasion being told, we need to see your fall tape. They've seen the fall tape. Like, dude, at this point, nah. You've seen them up close and personal. You've spoken with them several times. They visited the campus several times. Man, it doesn't cost you anything to make an offer. It doesn't cost you anything.
It's funny because, like,
however, I'm telling you, I'm writing an article, Left. I've told you the 3 things that Trey Taylor said. He was like, if I don't hear this, and this, it's a wrap. Because I'm ready to make a decision. I'm making a decision by this May or June. Period. Notre Dame is going to have to say the right things to get me to stop my clock on making a decision. So it is what it is. Yeah, dude, your lining is crispy, bro. You don't have to. It's crispy. It's crispy.
Just had to check.
He hooked you up. Lucky Lefty podcast. Oh man.
Yeah, who are we to be playing bougie with our quarterback offers?
You know,
We was
man.
just
An offer is an offer, man.
we've been jumping in portals,
It's not a
dying to kiss
commitment.
somebody. Yeah.
It's an offer to say we're interested. That's all it is. And if you're
Yeah, because now
interested,
there's uncommittable offers and all this stuff they got.
if you're interested, just say you're interested. You can't get the girl unless you let her know you're interested. You're gonna mess around and miss out because you didn't tell them that you were interested.
Asking her if she into anybody. Why are you asking her all that? Just
man, what uniform would you like to see Notre Dame reveal or go with that we haven't seen before? Left your non-traditional uniform.
I want to see a baby blue.
A baby blue Notre Dame uniform? You're gonna have them out here looking like the Kansas City Royals, though. I don't even want.
I'm saying no.
They did that's a bad vibe.
They did a lime green jersey. That lime green jersey, that neon green jersey. Like, come on, what is that? So we can't do a neon blue or neon, a lime green. What is lime green about Notre Dame? Or we do an all gold jersey. I mean, we did all white. We did dark blue. We've done dark green, neon green. I don't know where you get that from. So why not do an all gold or something? That'd be tough. Not gold trail or nothing like that. A gold jersey. We got colorways. A green and blue. Nothing's uglier than the Notre Dame basketball color jerseys. The men's jerseys would be ugly. Remember that gold one with the blue? That was like a honey mustard blue. Oh, it was ugly. It was ugly. Good grief. But we need to do something, The green is cool. I like the green and gold, like the old Montana. That was nice. That was a nice color scheme. Dark green and gold, that was nice. Or a camo and gold. See, look, yeah. Camo jersey and gold.
So accented a little bit different.
Yeah, but it'd be gold as all the other colors and then camo jerseys. Look at that.
Creative director, Lefty himself. So, that concludes our conversation once again. New director of player personnel, Jourdan Blake. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the staff. Look forward to seeing your work over the summer and these offers. Like I said, this has been in the works. Looking forward to seeing possibly people that Colorado were going after, that he had relationships with, ending up on the Notre Dame recruiting board over the next 2 years. Absolutely. Go flip. Be the hunter now, Notre Dame. I told you, it's a new era. You no longer are the hunter. You are the hunted. So, go hunt. Go hunt. I love National Geographic. Have you seen the Americas? The new series with Tom Hanks narrating left? It's absolutely amazing. It's absolutely amazing. And see, I love lions because lions don't wait. They sniff when another pride or another group of male lions enter their territory. As soon as they cross the border, they can smell them. And they don't wait for them to approach. They go get them. They go attack them. Even though they're being hunted, they are the hunters. And that's how I want Notre Dame to approach recruiting now. Go hunt people. Because now people are coming after you. They're coming after the guys that you give offers to. Now go steal, go lurk, go flip. Get it done. It is what it is, left. It's a new day. So, Left, let's get into the conversation about Left. You should be very happy. I think maybe the staff has heard you, Left. What's the one thing you said you want defensively? What do you say is the next step in maturation of Notre Dame's defense becoming
D
okay?
tackle.
What do they need to get?
D
What's the one thing they need to get?
D
I can't hear
tackle.
you, Left. I don't, are you,
Can you hear me?
yeah, what happened?
I don't know. I'm not on mute now. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
No, man, I can't hear you. Can you
Did
guys
it
hear him?
mess
I
up?
can't hear him.
Dang. I didn't even press nothing. That's D tackle. That's what I was saying. I'm going to come back in. Okay,
Oh,
Josh
he
said
said he can hear you. I can't hear you.
you
I don't
can't
know.
hear me?
Yeah, I can't hear you.
Okay. I'm going to come back in.
Maybe it's me. Let me check my headphones to make sure they're still on. I might have to switch headphones when he gets back in. But we're going to watch some film. Left has always talked about defensive tackle and the structure of the defensive line being totally different. I think the 27 offers signify or signal that a change in the shift has taken place. I'm extremely excited about what these new offers can bring to Notre Dame. Hopefully Left gets back in so we can hop to it. Let's go with the first one. I want to start with a 26 kid that I think is absolutely amazing. This is some of the best cornerback film I've seen in a long time. I think Brian Driscoll did a film analysis as well over at Irish Breakdown. I saw his film and immediately I was like, yo, hey, it's rare that you see a defensive back in one film, high school, as a junior, be elite at bump and run, off man, and zone. Very rare, ladies and gentlemen, very rare that you find a young man that's good at bump and run, off man, and zone. It's very rare. But I want to bring up Jazeel Hart and share the screen real quick. Oh, I apologize. Let's see if we can bring it up. I apologize, guys. I'll get it right. Kids from Virginia, 5'11", 180-pound defensive back, has a great relationship with Mike Mickens. Mike Mickens is doing work, man. Even with the offers that he made today for the 27 kids, it's like you start to watch their film and it's like, you got to be kidding me. Like, how does he find these kids, right? Because these kids are unranked. So he's not giving 4-star kids that are already ranked offers. He's going out finding these unranked kids. And Jazeel Hart actually has not only wide receiver, he has a wide receiver reel, and he has a defensive back reel, which is absolutely crazy. This is insane. Appreciate you guys. You said take my time like I'm singing or something. There we go. let me widen it out. Okay, let me start it over. This is off coverage. First play, pick 6. Right? Jourdan Hart, Roanoke, Virginia. As of right now, this is one of my favorite kids in 26 class. He's out of his zone. Instincts. Catches the tight end, drag route, drops back. He saw that no one was in front of him. There was no running back out in the flat threatening him. So he drops back. Watch again. Zone. Watch the instincts. Well, that's just a terrible throw from the quarterback there. He just handed it to him. Backside speed coming on the blitz. Chase him down. Yep, Yaka, got you. Kid does everything. He's phenomenal. Off man, no sir. Give me that. I still don't have any idea why they use this. Zone, come over, dislodge the ball. Help your man out special teams. Yep, sit him down. In zone, makes another great play. Coming off the edge to blitz. Physical. Off man again. Makes the tackle. Likes to stick his nose in there. Make plays. Here he comes again. Coming up. Man-to-man bump and run. Actually in zone. Started out bump. Came up, made the tackle, and run support. Now he's in bump and run. Chase down. You talk about Leonard Moore against Judkins. He has that type of speed. Here he is coming off the edge again. Chase the running back down. Bump and run. Man-to-man. Taller receiver. Physically. Just push him out of bounds. Backside again. He's just relentless as a defensive back. Love this kid. Love his film. Bump and run. He's playing zone. Starts out bump. Come up. Make the tackle. He does all 3 things very well. And he has really good hips, man. Defeat the blocker. Come up, make the tackle, and run support. Here's another chase down. Great speed. Give me that. I love this kid. Love this kid. I think he has a chance to be a really good player. Mike Mickens, once again, doing his thing when it comes to evaluation. You got to love it. Left, that's Jourdan Hart, man. I absolutely love that kid, bro. Love that kid. He's a fabulous talent. Got another kid from California, Talanoa Lee, that we're going to bring up. But just talk about Mike Mickens and what he's doing when it comes to finding these unranked guys and brings them in, develops them, and then next thing you know, they become first, second round picks like a Benjamin Morrison that's probably about to be a second round pick in the NFL draft.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely got his archetype, and he has, the film to show recruits and be like, this is kind of what I'm looking for. So I think being at a place for a certain amount of time, you start to build up the type of guy you can get and know you want. And it's just carving that out with the play on the field from the guys that he has now that are younger and the guys that he has that are polished. He's starting to find out more detail about what he wants at a younger age of that position. That's how you get a Leonard Moore. Take something with Xavier got, take something with Ben Morrison got, kind of how the direction of things have been going for you while you've been there. And you find you a little more. But the best thing about it is when you have all of that success, you just gain another level of knowledge that you might not get somewhere else, because now you got the know-how on what it takes to get a Ben Morrison, a first-round corner. got the know-how on what skills it looks like to be like a Xavier Watts Defensive Player of the Year. So now when you're looking at these high school tapes, you're looking for the traits because you coached them, you developed them, but you've also seen what it looks like when they're different. And that's what having success in your position group does for you, is that you can be a trait identifier. You can identify the doers on a better level coming from then it doesn't become about getting the top guy necessarily. You start finding the things that you see that are the traits of what it will look like from a first round or the award winner in the position, that these services where they count a guy as a 5-star, they don't know. That's just a generalized understanding of a player, are these ranking services. How you get coach of the year and recruiter of the year in college football is being able to identify the best fit for your team that you can develop and turn into award winners and highly ranked first round talent, because that's the in my opinion the number one qualifier for a kid when thinking about a school, talking to a coach, is that can you turn this bean into a bean pie? Can you blossom this sunflower seed into a sunflower? Is there an end of the road? Like, is there a thing I can watch you map out a guy's career where you take him from a lowly whatever to this great thing or something great and make him better? Coach Mike Mickens has got the magic. He struck lightning. The lightning struck on Mike Mickens because he's got that Sauce Gardner story, the perfect recruiting story for any DB that's aspiring, that doesn't have that many stars, or Mike Mickens is the creator of that. Sauce Gardner talks about Mike Mickens taking a chance on him, recruiting him. We know about Sauce Gardner being a 3-star, turned into a first rounder. That was Mike Mickens. Mike Mickens has the Midas touch similarly to that Midas touch in Niele Ivey. Oh, that sweet coach over there, the girls basketball coach. Coach Ivey has the Midas touch, where she knows the traits of what a great player is. That's what Mike Mickens and Niele have similarly in recruiting. They can just identify, okay, he does this, that on another level will make you a first rounder. That on another level make you an award winner. That developed by me will make you a great player. Mike Mickens, similarly to Niele, they got an eye for it because they have trained it and seen it. Niele seen it when Skylar had the success. When Skylar Diggins was having that success, Niele was collecting that information that you can only get when you got a star player at that level. So then what Niele do? Okay, what are some of the, okay, boom, take it, and you find a Jewel Lloyd. You find an Enrique Ungawale. You find you a what's my girl name for the Aces? First round pick. Point guard. Get you a Lindsey Allen. Get you, what's the other one? What's the other one? The Aces. Aces point guard. She went over Enrique. What's her name? Golly. SD? Jackie Young.
I'm sorry, I'm talking to kids, bro. I'm listening to you, but I'm sitting up here typing and talking to recruits. I apologize.
Right,
Go ahead.
that's right. We doing the Lord's work. But that's what I'm saying. When you have coached a high caliber elite talent, as a coach, you're able to pick up those traits of what that player does that makes them that different. And you can use that in recruiting and find the players that fit what you want to do. And Mike Mickens with that Sauce Gardner story has turned him into what the receiver coach over at Ohio State probably feels like. Anything I touch, I know how to turn it into that. And that's going to resonate well with recruits. Recruits are going to look at Leonard Moore and say, I want to be like that. Not only do I want to be like Leonard Moore, look at what he did with Ben Morrison. Look at what he did with Sauce Gardner. Look at what he did with Xavier Watts. Look what he did with Don Shula. So the fact that Christian Gray, the fact that he was able to take these traits from a Sauce Gardner that he liked, from a Ben Morrison that he liked, from these guys that have done it on that level and filter that into his recruiting, he's got the ultimate game plan. Most recruiters, sometimes coaches that get on these new teams, they're coaching a different position. So sometimes they can go from coaching tight ends to one place to being a running back coach somewhere else. So when they go recruit running backs, they don't got the sauce of what it looks like. What are we talking about here? Mike Mickens knows what it looks like because he has got the chance of being at a Cincinnati and getting a certain amount of recruit, finding that talent. Then you jump over to Notre Dame and say, I'm going to take that and put it with this. I got award winners, first rounders, and all type of stuff going on.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's a destination hotspot because now when recruits look at it, they can say, okay, yeah, I like Notre Dame, but yeah, my coach can get me to the league. That's the two best things anybody want to say. What's the two best things Carnell Tate said that he didn't have at Notre Dame? I love the school. I don't know about your room. Justin Scott, I love the school. I don't know about your room. But DBs can't say that about Notre Dame. I love the school and your DB room, shoot. I might go in there and play on Sunday. I go here. What's the offensive line say? It's already written with offensive line. You get that pot of gold from Notre Dame, offensive line, don't matter where though. That's what's great. It don't matter where. They signed that dotted line years early. So that's a sophomore, junior. Signed that dotted line early because they know. They said, I've won the recruiting game. Getting offered as an offensive line at Notre Dame, that's like beating the game.
Mm-hmm.
It's beating the game. It's like, oh, I know I'm going to leave. Just like how people that used to get Alabama offers used to get Alabama offers by Nick Saban. They knew they had a chance to go to the league. They said, oh, no, I'm going to get a SEC championship ring. I'm going to play a national championship at some point, and I'm going to get a chance to go to the league. When you get that golden Willy Wonka ticket from Notre Dame offensive line, they come out of that room, oh, you're seeing so far in the future, you talking about signing $100 million contracts. That's the type of recruiting talks you get in that offensive line. That's what Rudolph in there talking about. Yeah, I know you want to be a first rounder, but not only do we make first rounders, we sign big contracts over here. Go ahead and pitch that as a recruit. Yeah, I know the NIL is cute and all that, but you come through this offensive line process for 4 years, you're gonna sign $100 million. See, that's another level of recruiting right there. Rudolph has the easiest job in the building. Easiest job in the building. We had 3-4 linemen signed for over like $1 billion, something crazy. If I'm Rudolph, oh my gosh, I'm like, look, it don't matter where you send me. Send me to whoever. I just need 5 minutes. I just need 5 minutes with you guys. 5 minutes.
Dude.
How many dollars in contracts we got this year?
Left. I would take all summer. I would move Zach Martin to South Bend for all the visits. Any offensive lineman coming in 26, 27, Zach Martin, come on, sit right here in the office.
Just sit in the office.
Sit in the office.
Just sit here.
Sit in the office with me. Sit in the office with me.
And we're gonna set it up nice when the recruits come in, like a Charles Jackets all come in. Me and you gonna be watching tape already.
So look, let me tell you something. Yo, baby girl, when she walked out tonight, they had the guests. It was Coco Jones, and my daughter was like, "Yo,
you talking about Donovan Mitchell's little shorty thing? Okay.
Donovan Mitchell, little short,
shorty little thing.
Yeah, D Mitchell, little short."
DK done swooped up Normani or whatever.
Yeah, she was like, "Oh my God!" And literally, my daughter said,
Coco can sing her ass
She's
off.
everything I want.
Yeah.
She's a double threat. She could sing and act. And so, dude, that's how you'll have these offensive linemen if they walk in the office and see Zach Martin. Like,
that's
Zach Martin. This dude's giving up like 3 sacks his whole career.
And he just went to the league and great league, 11 years and a bunch of money and first
made
round.
A lot of money. Unfortunately, he went to the wrong organization to win. But you know what I'm saying?
Best and worst organization you could play for. I'll tell
Man.
You. The
absolutely.
best and the worst. Like, that's crazy.
Absolutely. Lucky Lefty podcast. Talanoa Lee. This is California kid. Left. Let me tell you something. The kid is out of Irvine, Orange Lutheran High School in Orange County.
It's a good school.
Talanoa Lee. Let me tell you something, Left. This kid's film. Sheesh. Yeah. This kid is about it. He's about it. Let's watch him, Left. Well, first of all, let's get rid of this commercial. I thought I had it set up already. Let's go back to it. See if it's ready for us. I think it's ready for us, Left. Yes. Let me rewind it for you fans all the way back to the beginning. He is destructive, Left. He's just destructive all over the field, man. Playing a middle linebacker. Look at that. Destroy the block.
Yeah.
Just destroyed it, Left.
Play.
Now they got him out here.
Little offensive size, but it's all good.
He was nitpicking. Now he's that middle linebacker. No, sir. This cat is amazing. You talking about Max Bullock trying to continue the recruiting that he's been, man. Now, I believe he's in the process of transferring. I don't know if his family is moving back to Hawaii, but he's transferring to Hawaii for some reason. We'll keep tabs on it, but that's the rumbling that he might be transferring.
It's gotta be a family thing. Don't make no sense. No, I like
this kid. He's fantastic, bro.
Yeah, I think
this kid is amazing. And he can cover. He's really good in pass coverage. Look at him just cover that ground, bro.
No, I like him a lot.
Instinctive. Defeats blocks. Eludes blocks. Good in coverage.
I like that he tackles. He's not making
not timid at all.
Tackling you. Like
avoid the block from the guard
the ground,
into the outside.
Hitting him on the ground.
I love his timing on these blitzes too. Watch him read and feel. Now, see, that play right there, Left. Let me do that again, Left. Watch him. You see that? He takes away the tight end that's coming across. Feels the tight end backside. Look at him. Feels that, takes that away, and then drives on the ball. Forces the quarterback to throw it underneath, drives on the ball. Very instinctive, very athletic, very nasty. He just plays nasty.
Yeah, the only thing would be, he can play like this because he knows what he's doing. College football is a lot of different things happening. If he can get to speed in that aspect where he can read and react like his high school film, he's going to be a great college football player. It just for him is all, especially defensively, it is literally all going to come down to if he can see it on the field fast enough. That takes just reps and football instincts with also, how quick you can understand things. Like, if you're playing versus Texas offense, which he'll probably see, if you come to Notre Dame,
Your head is on a swivel.
Yeah, so you're not going to play fast. So that's why that gap for him will only be better if he can close it, if he knows the game. All that window dressing and all that stuff that people do at college football, if he can see through that, because high school, he's like, all right, they took going left, I'm shooting left. It's like the little cheat in the game. But in college, these coordinators are crazy. They hit you with a counter or a double thing or whatever. So his thing is wherever he goes, Notre Dame or wherever, his ability is only going to be at the level to which he can understand the game. He's got all the athletic ability. But to say he's going to play that fast at the next level as a freshman, I highly doubt it. KVA film looked like that in high school.
We try to tell people. Remember we try to tell fans to relax. We try to tell fans to relax. So KVA is going to be the starting middle linebacker by game 4. I'm like, dude, do you think Drake Bowen is just about to go somewhere?
And we saw KVA and at times look a little hesitant.
Lost, right. Especially in pass coverage.
Yes, especially look at the championship game. What do you do? Look, the pass of Junkies, he over there turning around, looking all crazy. Yes. In high school, would he have gotten with that? Probably not. So that's what I'm saying. KVA is going to look better next year. But this kid,
so much better.
And that's what I'm saying. This kid is going to look good. But because think about it, let's be honest. If he's playing like this in college, dude, sit out for a couple years. You should be in the league. Because what he's doing right in high school is like, bro, you graduated beyond this concept and level of understanding of football. Like it's, you're ahead of the game. You know where the ball's going. If you know where the ball's going in college football and you looking like that, like your high school tape, it's a bad man pajama. But that's the difference between your Jalen Smiths, and even Jalen took a minute, Gotta get grounded. But Jalen got a chance to get a lot of reps also when he was young. That was a big key. He was able to get a bunch of reps, so that saved him. But that's all it is. I believe his talent and abilities there. Like I said, nobody's tape is better than Reuben Foster's. Let's just,
Reuben had it like that?
Man, ain't nobody's tape like that. Reuben Foster is legitimately the best tape of a defensive player ever. What are you talking about? He's amazing. And even Reuben Foster took 2 or 3 years before he went to Alabama.
Really pop. Yeah. Reuben Foster was the reason. Remember the long run by Zeke in that semifinal in 15. Reuben Foster had the wrong run fit. Zeke popped it. But he was a true freshman coming in because somebody got hurt.
Fast.
Yeah.
You think this the B gap until they start running sideways and you lose count. Now you're in the A gap with the B gap. I mean, he's out of there. He's out of there because it's moving fast. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm like, this kid. Yes, that looks great because he's faster and better and can see things at this high school level.
Mm-hmm.
Try that same stuff at the next level. It's going to take some time, but I think you can do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If that talent alone, we like it. We want that. Talent alone, we like it. Like how you tackle, good motor, finish, all that. But your mind, it's like, especially for that linebacker position, it's a mind thing,
So, Left, I ask you once again, the one position that you were like, yo, we got to get this right. Defensive, we get this position right, it's a wrap defensively.
D tackle.
Oh, I got some
talking,
guys. I got some guys for you to look at.
I'm talking about
327. Okay. Well, I would like to present to you Jadarian Jones, 2027 defensive tackle, 6'2", 300 pounds as a sophomore from Dallas, Texas. South Oak Cliff football. South Oak Cliff in Dallas, Texas. Here you go, disrespect the Texas.
Okay, no. We're gonna watch it. We're gonna watch it.
Here you go, disrespect the Texas again, my brother. Let's get to it. This kid, when I talked to him earlier, called Notre Dame his dream school.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
His words. His words.
Oh, yeah. We need you. Look, I don't even want to watch the tape. We need you. Dream school in Texas?
6'2", 300. You said Notre Dame was his dream school. Go ahead, collapse the pocket, boy. Go ahead, collapse that pocket.
Come on down. Look, come on down.
Yeah. This is real easy evaluation.
Yeah, really easy. He wants to be there? Oh, yeah. Bring it. Yeah, we love you. We need you.
No, sir.
Yeah, we need you. Go ahead and sign a dotted line, man. You 3 what? And you were what? Sophomore?
6'2", 300.
Yeah. Now don't get sloppy on me. See, that's the thing. Don't get sloppy. You see what I'm saying? Where now we gotta work you into shape. Be a good 300.
He doesn't look like a sloppy 300 though.
He young. You know,
he got some ways to go. He's not. I don't think he's on the Zion Williamson plan, no left.
Senior year, you get a little lazy. If offers getting up, you know, you feeling too. See, you can't be too cool for school when you 300 as a sophomore in high school. Because think about how hard it is in college to be in playing shape above 300.
Mm-hmm.
If you 300 as a sophomore, your eating habits are bad. Let's just put that out there.
So
you got bad eating habits. let's address that first. So that's not 300 of fruits and vegetables. That's 300 of some late night wing stuff. You know, you probably double dashed that night. You know, you got a lot of going on. So you got bad eating habits, which is a red flag. This is next level recruiting for me. This is why I should have been a GM. Because y'all see 600, y'all see 300 as a sophomore right now. I see bad eating habits. I see me having to hassle this brother at training table that he got to.
You can't have it both ways, Left. You can't beg for the 300 pounders and say yourself, man, I don't want to. That's why you lifted that Bill Parcells that said on the sideline. That's why you lift them weights and all that. That's why.
Wait a minute.
That's why you
said 300 as a sophomore.
Hey, Left.
That's bad eating habits. How you get that big as a sophomore? You're not 6'9".
He just big boned it.
Nah, man, come on. If you that as a sophomore, you're only 15. Oh yeah, you eating too many ramen. Your eating habits are terrible.
No, that's not true, Left. That's not true. That's
you
not
said
true.
6'2". 6 what?
Well, if that's the case, you don't want to see the next one.
If he's over 300 as a sophomore, that's terrible. It's great, but he got to be 6'6", cut up, monster.
They're built different. You don't have a lot of those out where you are.
You don't
down south. Down south.
You talking about in Arizona? Oh, okay. I thought you talking about Ohio.
No. I guarantee you don't have 6'2", 6'3", 300 as a sophomore out there in Arizona, bro.
Oh no, not
a bunch of them.
No, we got fast halfy with the curly mixed hair. We got the mixed hair kids.
Not the mixed hair kids.
Yeah, we got land.
You got the pretty boys. That's what you said. You got the pretty boys.
Land of the halfies. All of them got this long curly fro thing going on. It's like it ain't. I don't know how you can style it. You know how we got our hair. We get the waves. You know what I'm saying? You get the patterns. These dudes out here, they happy, so they got like this.
They LB in it.
They too wavy to have like the wave.
The waves.
It's curly, but ain't curly enough. It's like, oh, you got something going on. I don't know how
your family.
I don't know how to get your hair right. You know what I'm saying?
Let's watch this young man.
What's
Jamar
his
Thompson.
measurement?
Jamar Thompson. 6'4", 305. Left.
Okay, let's see that solid. See that solid. Yeah, big monster. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Left is having a ball.
Oh yeah. Quick hands. Quick hands. Get on it. Yeah, eat him up. And he get him dance. And he got a sack celebration. That's how you know. Get off me. Yup. All day. And he and he running. And he running. Got them little. Wait. You see them skinny calves? You see them skinny calves? Yeah.
Left is a fool.
Receiver calves, boy. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Get up and talk some stuff. Get up and talk some stuff. Wag the finger. Get off. Yep. Slip. Dip. Yep. I need him. I need him. Al Washington, come on, man. This is it right here. For the one time. Yep.
Slip, he is dip, quick. Rip. He is slip, quick, bro. Rip.
Slip, dip, quick. And rip. Get off me. Slip, dip, and rip. Get off me. See, this is recruiting. This is top-notch recruiting. It's top-notch recruiting right here. I ain't about 6 of them. Yep. Easy money. Yep. Go down. Yep. This is how you win championships. This is how you win. You can see the moves on the film. A little dip, slip, and rip. Slip, get off me. Yeah, get off me. Oh, yeah, we running. And we running. Chase down.
Ooh,
Chase
yeah.
Down.
Yeah.
Chase down. Chase down. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Incomplete.
He run a little bit too, left.
He gonna run. See, that's it. That's all I wanted to see. I want to see him run. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I want to see him run. Yeah, we got us one. Did he sign? He ain't signed yet?
Nah, Lefty's a 27 kid. I don't think he's been to campus yet.
Oh, man, we got to get him first class. See, this is a tier 1 NIL guy for me.
Tier 1?
Tier 1. Oh, yeah, I'm showing him love.
Pay him the money?
I'm putting the briefcase on the table. You can't get a pick wrong like this. How can you? Tell me how you get a pick wrong like this.
Hey, man.
Can't do it.
Boca Raton, Florida, man.
Yeah.
Jamar Thompson. Boca Raton High School, Jamar Thompson.
Jamar Thompson, we need him. We need him.
Yeah.
See the difference between that one and the last one?
I take that back. I gave you the wrong height and weight. 6'4", 280 pounds.
See, that's perfect because he can move. Last dude is, you big, but you're a little sloppy. Bad eating habits. See, 6'4", 280 is not bad, necessarily bad eating habits. That's the big boned conversation.
Left, you are crazy right now, bro.
I'm telling you 300 as a sophomore, you're not living right. 280 is like, that's a grown man. That's a man with intention. That's why you lift all them weights. That's what 280 gets you, because he could easily be 300, but he's got enough agile movement and ability. That's why he's tier 1. Because then, let's say you get to 300 by senior year, that's fine. That's perfect. But if you 300 now, you're going to be 320 by the time you graduate. We're going to have to fight you in the training room day 1 as a freshman.
Big boys need love too, left.
You ain't coming to school 320.
The big boys need love too. That's all I'm saying.
Can't do it. Can't bring you in at 320. Can't do it. That's terrible. Shame on you, mom and dad. Why you let that?
Now you shaming the parents?
That's unacceptable. If your daughter was 300 as a sophomore, you should be locked up, Sean.
Why are you shaming the parents though, love?
As a sophomore, you 15, 300 pounds? That don't make no damn sense.
Did you say my daughter?
If your daughter was 300 pounds as a sophomore, you should go to jail. That's crazy.
Left. Now you
seriously,
bro. Let's go to another kid.
Hey, man,
Deon Robertson, Deon Robertson will actually be on campus Friday. He is 6'4", 280 pounds.
Yep. That's right. That's it.
Is that 280? No, 6'4", 260. He'll be on campus. He's from Hattiesburg, Mississippi.
He a sophomore?
Oak Grove High School sophomore. He'll be on campus this Friday to visit. He's super excited about his visit. Let's check him out, Left. Let's see what he's talking about.
See, that's an average star right there. 6'4", 265. That means you got room to work. You got room to work. You in the pocket, but you ain't on point. But you in the pocket though. You know what I'm saying? Jamar Thompson had the perfect height and weight where you're supposed to be at. That's tier 1. I'm giving you tier 1 money. 6'4", 260, 265. As a sophomore, you're in the tier 2, tier 3 range. Because you should
Robinson. Let's check him out from Hattiesburg, Mississippi.
You know what I'm saying?
Technique.
Hard to move. Okay, that's a good point right there. Hard to move. We jot that down. Plays with some good leverage right there. Nice pop and get off. Way to fight down the line of scrimmage. No yards. Okay, physical. Definitely physical. Wouldn't get blown back. That's another point. No blowback. Doesn't get blown back on the offensive line scrimmage. I guess that was beat a double team. See, the best thing about it, he's not getting pushed off the line of scrimmage.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not getting pushed off the line of scrimmage, you're a good defensive lineman.
Good quick move.
Oh, good. Yeah, good get off. Good
get off. Extend that arm and hold him off. Yeah.
He bench pressed him, literally.
Mm-hmm.
And he's not getting blown off the line of scrimmage. This is a quality pickup right here. And them brothers can recruit, man. I tell you that. Al Washington
is doing his thing. Al Washington is doing his thing.
I'm real proud of that, man.
Ooh, stood him up.
Yeah. Real proud of that man, man. That was a great job by him, man.
Ooh, good hit. Yeah. Hattiesburg, Mississippi. Another great defensive lineman that's going to be on campus. Deon Robertson from Hattiesburg, Mississippi. Be on campus to visit 27 kid, one of the pot of gold offers. Absolutely amazing. You liking what you're seeing so far from what they're doing on the defensive line, Left?
Yeah, them brothers have put together a nice, man, you can't go wrong with, well, you can go wrong with the first one. The second one's a for sure
pick.
You
got to stop body shaming, bro.
Sean, these kids is in high school. Ain't no body shaming in high school.
Body shaming cats, bro. Stop body shaming these kids, man.
This is why only certain few can do that GM job. Because you got to get real. You got to get real. That's why I got in the insurance. Oh, you fat now? Oh, that's not looking good. Your premium is going to be high in the future. See what I'm saying?
Oh, boy.
Got to be real, man.
That's your pitch. That's your pitch. That's your pitch.
Is it okay?
Your pitch for insurance.
Okay, yeah.
Fat now, you're not going to be good. That's your pitch.
Talk to me. If you're saying weight, program, eating better and all that, is he going to lose weight? Okay, then. Okay.
Elijah Harmon, Inglewood High School, 6'3", 285. He's from the wood, Left. Let's see what he has. This is our last defensive lineman of the night. He's going to be coming up this spring as well. Just waiting to get a date. Let's see what the young man has to offer. 6'3", 285, Inglewood High School, Inglewood, California.
I mean, his thing is going to be consistency. You know, can you do this and have a high motor doing it? I think he can flash as a player because I remember watching his team.
He's really quick himself. He got some nice. Al Washington's doing some decent evaluation.
The only thing about D lineman
strong.
The only thing about D lineman
point of attack
is how can he
be a chop rip right here? Let's see what he has.
But that's the thing is like how many plays
that was just piss poor offensive line play right there. But
you see what I'm saying? How many plays can you do this in a row? That's gonna be his biggest test because he's not a freak of nature. You see what I'm saying?
Expanded once again.
6'3", 290 is just like that's just like average. You know, it's just average. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
So why I call it average is because 6'3" is not necessarily like your money maker. So then it becomes a question for me is how consistent are you on these best plays? Is this play 1 out of every 10 that you're doing this type of effort? That's going to be my question for him. 6'3", 290 as a sophomore.
285.
Not bad. He's on target. He's just short for me. Because you could tell a 6'3" D lineman. Like, we just got one from Louisville. But you could tell a 6'3" D lineman, though. When you playing big boy D1 football, you're like, okay, whatever. Because he's sitting next to a 6'8" DN or a 6'5" monster D, you know what I'm saying? So 6'3" is not very imposing and intimidating at D tackle. See what I'm saying?
Hey, I just care if he makes plays. That's all I care about.
Right. Can that energy be consistent for 40 plays, 30 plays?
Oh, man. You liking your defensive tackles, man? You've been asking for it.
Hey, listen, they've done an amazing job of flipping the field. You know what I'm saying? Flipping the field. No more healthy, weighted looking tweeners that possibly could play linebacker if we really loaded him up one day, like. And there's no disrespect to the Kurt Heinishes and all those guys, but it's just you not, man, Jamar Thompson, yeah, you sound like a D lineman. You sound like you're gonna be making some nice dollars.
Hey, I'm gonna be honest, Jamar Thompson is a beast, bro.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Jamar Thompson is a beast.
And I like the other two, but just size and height, I can foretell what that looks like in the future. You know what I mean?
So I know the other position that people are worried about from a recruiting standpoint, 26 and 27, is definitely the wide receiver position. So the number 1 wide receiver in the state of Illinois in 2027 will be at Notre Dame on Friday as well, Quentin Burrell. His father played in the NFL, also played and starred at Northwestern. So this is a kid that comes from good stock, NFL stock, Big Ten stock, and they have won 4 state championships in a row. He's going for his 3rd straight. I'm sorry, they've won 3 in a row. They're going for their 4th straight, and he's going for his 3rd straight this year. So let's see what Quinn Burrell has right here for us left. Number one wide receiver in the state of Illinois. 6'3", 185 pounds, had 1,257 yards last year receiving.
You said number one receiver in Illinois?
In Illinois.
It's like the number one fisherman in Arizona.
You can say what you want to say. All the kid does is make plays.
No, I like that. I like that little move. Yeah. Yeah. He definitely played a little basketball.
Yeah, he hoops for him.
Yeah. You can tell he played a little basketball.
Great move.
I like. Yeah, no, that was a good move. That was really good. He give you something in the route. He ain't just running straight all the time. You know what I mean?
Kid, as a freshman, was catching touchdowns in the state championship game as a freshman.
I like the fact that he just moves right. He comes off the ball like, I'm trying to win something. I'm not messing with you. I'm not trying to look cute. I'm getting off. Like,
you want some special teams, love? You want some special teams?
Hey, man, I don't want to see punt return. We good on kick return. Look, I don't never talk about our kick return unit. So we got guys that can do that. That punt return, that's why I gotta throw some questions in there. See that? You gotta rewind it. See that little that's a crossover. That's how I knew the man played basketball.
He's a hooper. Little stop and go, accelerate.
Yeah, and he runs. He's not slowing down. You know how some guys they beat a guy and look, he's running to win. Look. He ain't turning around just yet. Yeah, that's a good receiver right there. He must be watching that YouTube. You know, we getting guys that watch YouTube before they go to college. Yeah, get that finish in there. Yep. I like him because he's an electric type of receiver, you know. You know, some guys that just look fun to watch. He looks fun to watch.
Now, his quarterback is going to Vanderbilt, Jack Elliott. That's his quarterback on this film. He's going to play for Clark Lee at Vanderbilt.
He probably put that one on his highlight tape. His quarterback just looked a little small, you know. No, I like this kid.
Yeah.
A lot.
You were throwing making jokes about fishermen in Arizona. I'm like, okay. All right. Okay. All right. Keep
I'm just saying, like, you know, this ain't, you know. Yeah, he's a good player. Really good player. I like him a lot. How tall is he?
6'3", 185.
He play a little inside, a little outside. How fast is he though? He's probably like a 4.5.
They say he's right.
Like he looks more
4'5".
Yeah, he looks more quick than fast. Because you can't be super fast and move like how he's moving, because you'll be all out of control. You know what I'm saying? That's why I could tell he's probably not fast, but he got quick, tight, so he can get open, is what I'm saying. He don't need to be 4'2", but if he can move like he's moving and get open, that's just as good. So I knew he wasn't no fast dude. He's I'm a get open type of guy.
That's the wide receiver for you. I have one more defensive tackle for you. Young man I'm literally talking to as we do the show. Benjarvius Shoemaker. Yeah, these names, the more recruiting I do every year, these names get more and more creative, bro. Benjarvius Shoemaker. He's a 4-star, number one defensive tackle in the entire class, 6'4", 295. He's from Choctaw County High School in Ackerman, Mississippi. Safe to say, everybody in the SEC is after him. It's going to be a battle to get his services, but hey, I'm rocking with Al Washington. I hope the fans are enjoying this tonight. I'm gonna show this real quick. I'm gonna show about maybe 2 minutes of this young man's film, and then we're gonna ride out and let you guys enjoy the rest of your evening. We went late tonight. All right, I'm gonna let you watch 2 or 3 plays left, and then 6'4", 295.
Mm. 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 I like his size. I like his size.
Yeah. Lucky Lefty podcast.
I think he can cover more ground after point of attack. I think he sits and watches a little too, like, he beats a guy and he's like waiting. Like Jamar Thompson's beating the dude. He's just, I'm gobbling up everything back there. You messed up by letting me win. I'm gonna beat up anything. He's more like, I'm gonna beat the guy and I'm gonna wait. So I would just change that. But other than that, I like his size. I like he got quick hands. Quick hands are a good identifier. Just a little faster to the point of attack. It looked like he's running in under himself from after he beats the lineman to the ball carrier. Like you took 500 steps to get there. Like what I mean? It should be That's why I like Jamar Thompson. It's some guys you can just could take a couple seconds. You're like, I like that. I want that on my team for sure. I like the kid that I like Ben Jarvis or Ben Tarvius. How you say it?
Ben Jarvis Shoemaker.
I like the kid. I do.
D-Month, Mr. Food Lover, what are your thoughts on Deion Sanders talking about playing other schools for the spring game? I love it. I love that Fran Brown stepped up and said, yo, we'll come out there for 3 days. I think it's dope. That's the NFL model. Don't practice against each other. Go practice against other schools. I would love to see it. I know they would have to put some things in place, insurance-wise and things of that nature. But I would love to see ESPN covering Syracuse and Colorado going at it in practice and covering it for 2 days.
How would you do it, though?
And that's for them to figure out. I'm just saying it sounds great. They can figure that out.
Would you like want to put your starters in there?
It's practice. It's regular practice during the spring.
Oh, you're saying like a 3-day thing, like not just a game, but like we do a 3-day practice. Yeah. I've always thought that was at some point you got to, because how are you going to evaluate anything? Yeah. Like I've always thought it was odd to say you're evaluating your team in the spring. How are you not going against nobody?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there has to be a comparative value.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's dope. I absolutely think the Deion Sanders is on to something. He's breaking new ground.
Yeah, because like, how do you know concepts work for real?
Unless you're facing somebody that's
unless you trying a concept, we don't see it and it's cooking them. Okay, we have to put that in the memory bank, because teams in the NFL, they practice against each other that they play.
Right.
I think that just makes it so much cooler for having you got to really put some together.
I would much rather see that in these spring games. Thank you for joining us tonight. We appreciate you guys. We'll be back tomorrow for another episode. Lucky Lefty. Make sure you continue to spin it different.